setting up and we're moving here. All right. And I'm hoping we're live because it looks like we might be live. So I'm gonna actually do a quick little check here. Hello, everybody. If we're live, bear with me as I'm trying to figure out if we are live, just to make sure so that, you know, we have everything going the right way. And I'm pretty sure that we're going. So welcome to Wellness Wednesday. My name is Amy. I'm a program assistant at Bagot, and today we are joined by Mary Carhuff, who is a certified yoga therapist and certified yoga teacher. Mary is joining us today because we have our Be There for Bagot event coming up, and just a short week and couple days, but there's only 1 week left to register. So make sure to hop on there and register. Mary is going to be leading a meditative stretch at our Be There for Bagot. Our event is going to be at the Tucson Botanical Gardens on Sunday, November 7th. Our program will start at 8:30, but there are going to be a couple meditative stretches beforehand that Mary's going to be leading, and you need to sign up for those in advance because our space is limited. So want to make sure that you get in on that as soon as possible. So Mary, thanks again for joining us. And could you tell us what are the benefits of a standing meditative stretch session?
Yes, I'd love to tell you about the benefits. There are so many, but I'm going to highlight 3 benefits today, and I'll be highlighting those at the actual session at the Tucson Botanical Gardens on Sunday, November 7th. So the first benefit is this combination of the breath and the movement, or being in your stretch, or posture, as we call it, yoga, and breathing. And we know that breathing has a profound effect on the human body. It affects your heart, of course, because breathing and our heartbeat are so related. So once we connect our inhale and our exhale with our wonderful stretching movements, the body in its intrinsic wisdom, it has so much wisdom, will begin to unfold and unwind and release stress. And the body has an amazing ability to maintain health and also to heal. So health and healing as we maintain these stretches and combine that with our breath, that direct effect on the nervous system to release stress. The second benefit is grounding. So we all know when we become a little off balance and life has its ups and downs, and we kind of can get a little thrown with that. So balance is a very important quality to have in our everyday life. So when we balance, I'll talk about the feet, and we're pressing our feet into the earth, and we're lifting up through our hips, drawing our abdominal muscles in, combining that with the breath in every single stretch that I will demonstrate with you, and you'll be doing those stretches with me. So once we ground into the earth, we'll be looking out at the beauty of the Tucson Botanical Gardens. There are just so many beautiful trees and plants and birds, and maybe we'll even see some other kinds of wildlife like butterflies. They've been so prolific in Tucson at this time of the year. So we'll be grounding and looking out on this beautiful scenery, doing our stretches and enjoying the benefits of that. And then the third benefit of a meditative stretch, and we're doing all this standing, a standing meditative stretch, is balance. And as we know, we have 5 senses that we're all very aware of. But balance is really our 7th sense. We call our 6th sense the intuition sense. But balance, if we don't work on balance, we all know that we lose it. So I'll be demonstrating some poses where we balance on one leg or the other leg. We do some yoga postures like tree pose or dancer pose. And I know doing yoga outside is one of the most beautiful experiences you can have. And my goal for you is to be able to come away from this meditative stretch session, and you'll be able to incorporate it into your everyday life. Those 3 things, the combination of the breath the grounding quality and also the balance quality. So maybe you pulled into the gas station and you're pumping your gas and you have a few minutes where you can balance on one leg. I often tell my clients, use those opportunities to improve your balance. It's the practice every day that we do. Or maybe you've put something in the microwave, a cup of tea in the afternoon, and you're kind of waiting around for that cup of tea to get warmed up. You can, again, do some stretches in your kitchen. If you have trouble with balance, you can easily hold on to the kitchen counter and do your stretches and meditative breathing there. So those are the 3 highlights that I'll emphasize in the session,
Awesome.
Amy.
You know, it's so funny because the breathing, it seems so simple. I mean, like breathe, but it really can make such a huge difference. And you're right. It's something you can do really anywhere. I mean, even if you're not standing, you can do certain breathing techniques driving in your car and all those kinds of things to calm us down. We talked about that a few weeks ago, actually, on Wellness Wednesday. But the balance, it really, and it becomes even more and more important as we get older, to work on that balance and stuff too.
Yes.
So many things make a difference for us. So can you lead us in a short example of a standing meditative stretch?
Yes, I'd love to. Just give me a moment. I'm going to get out of my chair. Since we'll be doing a standing meditative stretch, I'd like to show it to you standing.
Awesome.
So
I will
give me a
too.
few moments, and I might have to readjust my computer, but I think I have it all set up. All right, I have this trusty little Bagot bag that I've had forever.
Love
and
it.
I hope you can enjoy some of the beautiful flowers that I have out here. So combining the breath, we'll do a lot of our poses, and especially in the beginning of the session with the legs apart, because we do have greater sense of balance here. And we'll either start with the hands resting on our abdominals, and I'll tell you to pull up on the legs and lift up the hips, draw the belly in, lift the rib cage up, drop the shoulders down, and maybe find that beautiful flower or tree that you can gaze out on. And you externally rotate the arms, and maybe we'll lift the arms up, and we'll just take some deep breaths. Maybe lift the gaze, maybe look up at the beautiful clouds in the sky, the beautiful blue sky that we have in Tucson. We're so blessed to have our large sky, and we might stay in positions like this for 30 seconds or so. I'll give lots of options if I realize that some people might have some shoulder issues or can't be standing for that length of time. I'll show plenty of different options, maybe even just resting the hands on the belly. From here, we might go into some side bends. And when we side bend, the hips move, we lengthen through the side body, we take the stretch all the way along the side of the leg, all the way to that baby toe on that one side. I might instruct you again to turn and look up towards your fingers and take some deep breaths. Usually when you're holding a side stretch and you're breathing, your breath is a little inhibited because one lung actually can expand more than the other when you do a side bend. So that's what we'll do both sides and really work on opening up the chest. Yeah. And then we might do some twisting. We call this the lazy octopus, kind of just letting that heel come up, letting the shoulders down, and just feel that general ease. Yeah, we might go into circling the hips a little bit, one direction and then the other. So I'm giving you a kind of a quick version of what we'll be doing so you get the general idea. And then working on grounding, I'll say, well, spread your toes and lift your arches. Go ahead and fire up those legs, the leg muscles, the abdominal muscles. Keep your shoulders down, a beautiful long neck. Can you feel the muscles in your back? Your back muscles support your spine. So I know most of us sit at the computer during the day or driving our car or at a desk, and we get this kind of hunched over position. So in our meditative stretch, I'll be giving you some tips on how to maintain this length and ground into the earth. So right here, grounding into the earth. Good. And then I might tell you, take your feet together and roll your shoulders a little bit, relax your neck. Yeah, because shoulders and neck are big areas in the human body where we hold tension. Yeah. And then to practice our balance, I might work on just shifting the weight. You can take the feet wider if you need to. You can see if you can balance on one leg, maybe bend one knee, place the foot down, bend the other knee, place the foot down. Those of you who know tree pose know that we bring the foot up. I bring the hands to center. From here, I can expand my arms or lift up my arms or even up over my head. And notice that profound grounding that's happening through my left leg. Yeah. Then I might take it down and we might do it the other side. There most likely will be some areas where perhaps you can hold on to a fence or some sort of structure that's in the botanical gardens. So again, if you do have trouble with balance, you might be able to hold on to something. Like right now, I can hold on to this piece of furniture here and come up into my balance. Good. Again, I'll give you lots and lots of options so that everybody will be successful. Good. Make sure you're breathing in as deeply as you can. In and out. Inhale and exhale. Beautiful. And the other wonderful balance pose that we love to do is dancer pose. And I might start with a marching in place. And marching in place is really nice because you can do it slowly. And if you notice, my opposite arm is coming up with the opposite leg. So when I lift my right leg, my left arm is out. When I lift my left leg, my right arm is out. And this is wonderful. Again, if we can look forward or even up as we march in place. Again, instead of looking down, it's a lot easier to look down, but we don't want to do that. We want to stay up and then maybe bring it into that beautiful, graceful, and strong dancer pose. Enjoy the breath. Good. Maybe the other side. You can march in place again and the other side. And just feel the joy. You'll be looking out in the beautiful botanical gardens. You'll be doing these wonderful stretches and then looking forward to the wonderful Baggett program that will follow. Yeah. So that's a brief example, Amy, of what we'll be doing. So I hope that works for you and for everyone that attends, and I look forward to being there with you. It's an event that I always enjoy.
Thank you so much. I feel better already just with that little bit. So I'm looking forward to it. So as I mentioned, spots are limited and it is 1 week left to register. We do need kind of our registrations in advance so that we have enough breakfast and all that kind of thing. So go to our website, baggettcancer.org/fundraisers to sign up. If you can't join us in person, we will be doing the program live here on Facebook. So you can also donate and register to be part of that online. I hope you all have a fabulous day. And again, thank you so much, Mary, for joining us.
You're very welcome.
We will see you all hopefully on next Wednesday for Wellness Wednesday, and then on Sunday, November 7th for our Be There event. Have a great day.
Thank you, everyone.